Sarah thought she met the perfect man.
No, it's a cute photo of us. Let me tag you.
But what she got
Oh, not on Facebook.
was the perfect nightmare.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm not on any social media.
So I want to talk about three things tonight. How social media is disconnecting us, what's happening now, and how we can do better. Gallup took a poll in 2001, and every average American said that they had 10 really close friends. The same poll this year said we had 2. So what happened? Where did everybody go? And I think we know where. I think we've all seen this by now, maybe even been a little guilty of it ourselves. I see families like this out to dinner all the time, and it drives me nuts. And I see couples on dates, clearly together, but on their cell phones. It's one of the strangest things I've ever seen. But to me, what does this say when we are together? To me, it says that there's someone, anyone, on the other end of this screen that's way more important than you, who's right in front of my face.
I have 422 friends, yet I'm lonely. I speak to all of them every day, yet none of them really know me. The problem I have sits in the spaces between looking into their eyes or at a name on a screen. I took a step back and opened my eyes. I looked around and realised that this media we call social is anything but when we open our computers and it's our doors we shut. All this technology we have, it's just an illusion. Community, companionship, a sense of inclusion. Yet when you step away from this device of delusion, you awaken to see a world of confusion. A world where we're slaves to the technology we mastered, where information gets sold by some rich, greedy bastard. A world of self-interest, self-image, self-promotion, where we all share our best bits but leave out the emotion. We're at our most happy with an experience we share. But is it the same if no one is there? Be there for your friends, and they'll be there too, but no one will be if a group message will do. We edit and exaggerate, crave adulation. We pretend not to notice the social isolation. We put our words into order until our lives are glistening. We don't even know if anyone is listening. Being alone isn't a problem. Let me just emphasise, if you read a book, paint a picture, or do some exercise, you're being productive and present, not reserved and recluse. You're being awake and attentive and putting your time to good use. So when you're in public and you start to feel alone, put your hands behind your head, step away from the phone. You don't need to stare at your menu or at your contact list. Just talk to one another. Learn to coexist. I can't stand to hear the silence of a busy commuter train where no one wants to talk through the fear of looking insane. We're becoming unsocial. It no longer satisfies to engage with one another and look into someone's eyes.
Oh, this can't be happening.
Oh, not on Facebook.
Can't find him anywhere.
Yeah, no, I'm not on any social media.
How am I supposed to find pictures of his ex?
So Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook, he's not on anything?
Well, how does he send you a dick pic?
He doesn't. I've only ever seen his dick in person.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to do. Oh, I took a great picture of my boobs earlier, and I had no one to send it to.
It's gonna be okay.
Is it? Is it?
They don't know what he did last summer because it's not on Facebook.
He's untraceable. He's completely off the grid. A ghost, if you will. He's not on Insta, LinkedIn, or Pinterest. And if you think he's on SnapMap, you're crazy.
I mean, the man has no digital footprint. He's never even had a MySpace.
Who is he? I don't know.
Oh, not on Facebook.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm not on any social media.
You know when you have an opinion on something, how do you voice it?
I suppose I'd just tell it to the nearest person.
But it seems like the more we talk about how technology divides us, the more we demand from it. And I think that's a huge risk that we're running in our society today. We have this shortened vocabulary now. It's all about the texting. Even my mom, she says, just text me. And she's a little bit older, I won't say, because she'll see this later. So OMG, oh my goodness, LOL, laugh out loud, WTF, why the face? So when we abbreviate our vocabulary, what we risk is losing the nuances, subtleties, and intimate parts of our personalities that make up our very rich American vocabulary. And with that shortening, we lose and run the risk of not being able to fully express ourselves and communicate as we move forward. And that losing our vocabulary equals a potential loss of being able to express ourselves.
Did you know the average person spends 4 years of his life looking down at his cell phone? Kinda ironic, ain't it? How these touch screens can make us lose touch. But it's no wonder in a world filled with iMacs, iPads, and iPhones, so many eyes, so many selfies, not enough us's and we's. See, technology has made us more selfish and separate than ever. 'Cause while it claims to connect us, connection has gotten no better. And let me express first, Mr. Zuckerberg, not to be rude, but you should reclassify Facebook to what it is, an anti-social network. 'Cause while we may have big friend lists, so many of us are friendless all alone, 'cause friendships are more broken than the screens on our very phones. We sit at home on our computers measuring self-worth by numbers of followers and likes. Ignoring those who actually love us, it seems we'd rather write an angry post than talk to someone who might actually hug us. Am I bugging?
What is this?
I think it's an actual photo album.
Where's the comments section? How does he know if people like them?
Oh my god, none of the photos have filters on them. Oh!
Get out of there, Sarah! Get out of there now!
Smell the coffee, Sarah. Clearly, he is catfishing you.
No!
In reverse.
Christ, Sarah, do you even know what he had for lunch today?
No! Never gonna know. Unless I ask him.
Think about it. If you can't tag him, does he even exist?
Hi, guys.
Okay, yeah, he exists.
Yeah, he's there. A new study out by the Cohen's Children's Medical Center in New Hyde Park, their study says this year that texting while driving is now the #1 cause of death for teens, more than drinking and driving. So what this means is there's a lot of drunks on the road. I was speaking to some high school students, and of course, you know, they're always willing to make some sort of bargain, and they raised their hand and they said, well, what if you're at a stop sign? Or what if you're at a stoplight? And I said my message was, I don't think there's really anything that can't wait until we get to our destination. And don't forget, if you send that text at the stop sign, they're probably gonna text you back while you're driving. So maybe not the best idea. And I'll give you an example. If you're driving 55 miles an hour and you look down at your phone for 5 seconds, you've just now driven the length of an entire football field completely blind. And it's not just our kids, it's us as well. We are constantly at work, constantly connected, and constantly distracted. Every one of us thinks of some sort of extreme vacation we need to go on, where we may say to our bosses, you know, I'm gonna go on a very extreme vacation. There's just absolutely no way I can return anything during the day. But you're still expected to go back to the hotel and return your work emails. So if we as adults are this distracted, our kids are seeing this, we're always at work, and where are they? Always on their devices.
We're surrounded by children who, since they were born, have watched us living like robots and think it's the norm. It's not very likely you'll make world's greatest dad if you can't entertain a child without using an iPad. When I was a child, I'd never be home. Be out with my friends on our bikes, we would roam. I'd wear holes in my trainers and graze up my knees. We'd build our own clubhouse high up in the trees. Now the park's so quiet it gives me a chill. See no children outside and the swings hanging still. There's no skipping, no hopscotch, no church and no steeple. We're a generation of idiots, smartphones and dumb people.
This This is the generation of media overstimulation. Chats have been reduced to snaps. The news is 140 characters. Videos are 6 seconds at high speed. And you wonder why ADD is on the rise faster than 4G LTE. But get a load of this. Studies show the attention span of the average adult today is 1 second lower than that of a goldfish. So if you're one of the few people or aquatic animals that have yet to click off or close this video, congratulations. Let me finish by saying you do have a choice, yes. But this one, my friends, we cannot autocorrect. We must do it ourselves. Take control or be controlled, make a decision. Me? No longer do I want to spoil a precious moment by recording it with a phone. I'm just gonna keep them. I don't want to take a picture of all my meals anymore. I'm just gonna eat them. I don't want the new app, the new software, or the new update. And if I want to post an old photo, who says I have to wait until Thursday? I'm so tired of performing in the pageantry of vanity and conforming to this accepted form of digital insanity. Call me crazy, but I imagine a world where we smile when we have low batteries. 'Cause that'll mean we'll be one bar closer to humanity.